The production of the Ukrainian ballistic missile system Sapsan is gaining momentum, and new surprises await the enemy. This important statement was made by the head of the office of the Ukrainian President, Andriy Yermak, in a conversation with journalists from The Times. The strike potential of the Sapsan allows it to hit targets located at a distance of about 300 kilometers. At the same time, the mass of the warhead is 480 kilograms, which is twice as much as that of American analogues, such as ATACMS. Some sources note that the real radius of application of the Ukrainian complex may exceed 500 kilometers. When asked whether this development is capable of reaching the Russian capital, Yermak answered confidently, emphasizing that the Ukrainian Defense Forces still have many surprises for the enemy ahead. "I think we have new opportunities to surprise our opponents," he said. Sapsan is a Ukrainian mobile operational tactical missile system which was developed by the Yuzhnoye Design Bureau with the participation of other defense enterprises of the country. It includes a self-propelled launcher, a command post, missiles with a range of up to 500 kilometers, and a powerful high-explosive fragmentation warhead weighing about 480 kilograms. The system is designed to deliver high-precision strikes on important strategic targets, including command posts, warehouses, airfields, and other priority enemy targets. As Ukraine enters its fourth year of defending against Russia's full-scale invasion, the country has achieved a significant milestone in military self-reliance with the successful development and deployment of its domestically produced Sapsan ballistic missile system. This breakthrough represents not only a technological achievement, but a fundamental shift in Ukraine's defense strategy, reducing dependence on Western partners while enhancing the nation's long-range strike capabilities. The Sapsan, also known by its export designation HRIM-2, is a Ukrainian short-range ballistic missile system developed by KB Pivden and PA Pivdenmash. The system is designed to combine the feature of a tactical missile system and a multiple rocket launcher. The missile system utilizes advanced guidance technology, incorporating inertial navigation integrated with various navigation and guidance systems, including radar-based and optoelectronic components. The weapon is deployed from a 10-wheeled transporter erector launcher capable of carrying two containerized missiles simultaneously, providing tactical flexibility and mobility on the battlefield. As Ukraine continues to face ongoing Russian attacks, the Sapsan provides both immediate tactical advantages and long-term strategic benefits. As Ukraine ramps up its long-range strike capabilities, a breakthrough is taking shape, with German funding powering Ukraine's first hypersonic missile launch. Backed by a €5 billion defense package, Ukraine's HRIM-2 hypersonic missile is now entering serial production, marking a bold new chapter in Ukraine's ability to hit deep behind Russian lines, Euromaidan press media outlet says. Ukraine has officially announced the development of its own domestically produced ballistic missile, the HRIM-2. After over a decade of delayed progress due to funding issues, the missile system is now entering serial production, accelerated by international military and financial support since the start of the full-scale war. Notably, Germany has provided a new €5 billion defense package, which includes significant investments in the domestic production of Ukrainian long-range weapon systems, including the development and production of the new ballistic missile. This aid enabled the Ukrainians not only to develop the missile, but also to initiate serial production of the HRIM-2 immediately after its development. Notably, the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense also announced that they had already conducted a successful field test of the missile. Ukrainians shared footage of this strike, adding that it was used to destroy a Russian command post on the east bank of the Dnipro River Delta. Euromaidan Press says this means that the Hrim-2 system is combat-tested and fully operational, opening the possibility of an increased number of similar precision strikes against Russian military targets deep behind the front line. The Hrim-2 is launched from a specialized ground vehicle that fires it into the air using a solid propellant rocket engine before following a set ballistic trajectory towards a stationary target. The Hrim-2 has an operational range of 300 kilometers and can reach speeds of up to Mach 5.2 or nearly 1.5 kilometers per second, making it a hypersonic missile. The 400-kilogram warhead allows for the destruction of hardened bunkers, logistics hubs, air bases and ammunition depots, especially because these are stationary targets that are easy to trace. Euromaidan Press says the capability of Hrim-2 to carry a heavy warhead for strikes within a 300-kilometer range marks a major leap forward for the Ukrainian precision strike capabilities, as the warhead is twice as big as that of ATACMS, which Ukrainians were previously dependent on for similar precision strikes. Furthermore, while Russian air defenses like the S-300 and S-400 are able to intercept targets at this speed on paper, as a missile enters the hypersonic range, a successful interception becomes increasingly unlikely, Euromaidan Press reports. Overall, the Ukrainians are rapidly developing their precision deep strike capabilities, enabled by massive German funding. The Ukrainian armed forces are not only effectively holding back the occupiers, but are also, if possible, going on the offensive. Ukrainian defenders are conducting a maneuverable defense. This was stated on air by Vladislav Voloshin, a representative of the Southern Defense Forces. According to him, despite the difficult situation in some areas of the front, Ukrainian units are active. In particular, when a tactical opportunity opens up, the defense forces conduct counter-offensive actions and push the enemy back to less advantageous positions. In some cases, Ukrainian soldiers even manage to liberate populated areas temporarily occupied by the enemy. We are conducting a maneuverable defense, and when possible, we counter-attack and conduct small counter-offensive actions, for example, in other directions. And the Commander-in-Chief reported that we liberated some settlements and pushed back the enemy in certain positions, Voloshin said. The Defense Forces spokesman also reported that Russian troops are having difficulty moving personnel, assault units and equipment to the front lines. As a result, the occupiers cannot carry out offensive operations with the same intensity as before. That's why when we conduct active defense, we don't allow this to happen, Voloshin added. Ukrainian defenders are making progress at the front. In particular, the fighters have liberated the village of Andriivka in Sumy Oblast. The settlement is under the control of our military. This is reported by Deep State. Now the settlement is marked on the map in blue instead of red. Analysts note that the Ukrainian armed forces managed to stabilize their left flank. The report says that the 225th Separate Assault Regiment, after lengthy battles and measures to clear Russian troops in the village, managed to take control of the village. These actions succeeded, firstly in diverting forces from other villages since the enemy had dug into Andriivka. Secondly, in stopping further advancement toward the important settlements of Khoten and Pizarevka, the analysts emphasized. At the same time, the enemy also has successes in the Sumy region. The enemy advanced near Privolnoy and in Shevchenko, the report says, but in some areas Russians flee from Sumy.